I met Frank, come on out here, Frank. I met Frank about 3 months ago after a surgeon told me I needed to get a bike. And my next door neighbour's a plumber, and this chap used to make plumbing tools for my next door neighbour, and he said, go and see Frank, he makes bikes. I said, what? Yeah, he lives up Marsden Valley. So we were standing at the bar of my next door neighbours, and he rang this joker. I go, Frank, oh, come up and say good day to me. Okay, so I went up to Frank, talked about a bike for me. At the same time, I said, do you ever thought of making bikes for search and rescue?
Oh, cool.
And he said, no, not really. And we had a bit of a conversation. And he rang me back a couple of weeks afterwards and says, I've been thinking about that bike. I said, well, that's okay. I'll bring somebody up who understands bikes. So I got Aaron. Out here, mate. I fell off the bike. And we had a committee meeting, and after that, we made a few more contacts. I got New Zealand Landsar involved through POM. And then the next thing, we had Carl McConey come down, have a look at the concepts. All these people rode the bike, and they were all impressed with it because it never took any energy out of them. So basically what's happened is, I'm going to let Frank tell the story, but he's got a wee donation for us. Aaron's been trialling this bike, and overall it's not a bad and positive trial. He's got some very good things to say about it. He wants to tweak a few things on the bike. But Frank has honestly come to the tune and said, well, Search and Rescue Nelson, you need a bike, I've got one for you. Well, I'll let these two take over.
Wow.
Go, Frank, your talent.
Yeah, after Aaron ridden the bike and he came back and he was pretty positive about it, I was looking a bit closer into your organization and what you do and how you help people and all that, and I thought, well, I think let's kickstart that one, and I give you guys a bike, and if that bike can save somebody's life or even get somebody out of a difficult situation, then that would be a really cool thing to support your organization and especially Nelson. And I think that's what's going to happen. Merry Christmas, and let's start, and you have your first e-bike now in your organization, and hopefully some others like it as well and come to the party. But let's do it. Let's kick it off, and you got your own bike now.
Demo, Aaron.
Aaron, with the bike.
Yeah, so I've actually come across Frank in a previous life through work as well, so it was nice to see that he's involved with e-bikes. So yeah, a few discussions with Sherp and POM and stuff like that, so it kicked off about the fatigue factor and maybe the use or trialling an e-bike for some of the trails around Nelson. So as we know, we've got a fairly healthy mountain biking community in this town and some A1 tracks. So I had the privilege of getting on board with this little exercise and giving Frank's hybrid bike a bit of a trial. So last Saturday I picked one up off Frank up the top of Woolshed Drive and made my merry way up Barnacote, Third House, Copper Mine Saddle, Mai Tai and back to Frank. So it was a bit of a trial of this thing, and in all honesty, she's a good thing.
How long did it take?
It took me 3 hours 45 to do that 50k loop.
Whoa.
I run the thing out of battery just as I was getting it back to Frank's, but
That would have killed me.
hopefully Santa might throw in a spare battery, or we'll come to some arrangement on that. But yeah, look, as it stands, yeah, it's going to be a good tool in the SAR toolbox for us, especially in that Copper Mine circuit, Barnacote, the Hackett. It can extend to the Heafy, Ghost Road, urban searching, you name it. There's probably a use we could put these things to. So it's a fantastic gesture for you, Frank, and we thank you sincerely for that. I can certainly see 4 or 5 more of these hanging on the SAR store wall, hopefully, if we get our way. But yeah, look, from a concept perspective, I can see this being very beneficial to our organisation. A few tweaks will sex her up a little bit.
What gender?
Sorry, Al.
Oh, here, he said her.
Yeah, another lady. But, yeah, no, I think we're heading in the right direction with a very good tool for the SAR toolbox and this. So, yeah, let's have a round of applause for Frank, I think.
Yeah. Demo though, round the truck.